What's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Portland Trailblazers tonight. And also, I want to talk about Kobe Bryant as well in this video. As we all know by now, the tragic death of Kobe Bryant that happened 5 days ago, that occurred, with the helicopter crash that occurred on Sunday, and ended up causing the life of not just Kobe Bryant but also his daughter Gigi and 7 other members that was on that plane as well. And I did a live stream about my reaction, and also I went live stream again on that particular day as well, just remembering the greatness of Kobe Bryant and what he brought to the game and to the Lakers, the city of Los Angeles, and basically the NBA and around the world. And just a quick note, Kobe Bryant really made a huge impact on everyone that he touched and met, just everything that he did. And even after his career, it was something that really touched a lot of people out there. And like others been saying it since then, Kobe Bryant was our Michael Jordan. I mean, let's just be honest here. I mean, he was our Michael Jordan. He was the generation of this modern day of greatest players of all time. And when I found out what happened to Kobe Bryant, I just really, the life just got sucked right out of me. And some people might say, people compared it to the JFK assassination, and honestly, guys, it really did felt that way. I mean, I met some people who were during that time of year when that incident happened. And honestly, when you refer to that particular moment in that particular history, we're going to remember this moment that happened in our lifetime when it came to the death of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi. And honestly, guys, and for the rest of them, I mean, we keep on forgetting those other 7 survivors as well. These 7 people who lost their lives in that tragic event. But we have to also remember them as well, because they also had loved ones, and we always just continue to remember Kobe Bryant, but also we need to remember those who lost their lives as well. So my deepest condolences for those families as well, and including Kobe Bryant and the Bryant family, Vanessa and her, I believe it's her 3 daughters. So deepest condolences for them. And honestly, guys, just hearing in tonight's game, the warm-up, the pre-game before the game started, from the tribute, the 6-minute tribute for Kobe Bryant. And guys, it was heartfelt. I felt it in here. I mean, it was very heartening, and honestly, it just brings me back to those days when Kobe used to dominate the NBA. And honestly, he was just a guy who just was something special to watch. And like I said, guys, he was our Michael Jordan of our time. And the players who are playing today, I mean, they have inspiration of being like Kobe. I mean, some people might say, yeah, Michael is number 1 guy, and I always want, every time I play basketball, I think about being like Michael Jordan. But you also need to think about Kobe Bryant is also part of that conversation as well. So honestly, at the end of the day, and I believe LeBron James said it best in his speech, and that is that even though, well, I'm just paraphrasing, I'm not technically sure what he said in his speech, but in particular, but when it comes down to us celebrating Kobe Bryant, it's basically, guys, we don't need to feel sad about his death. And honestly, we just had to go through life and just remembering the good times, remembering how he scored 81 point game in 2006. He having 5 championships, two finals MVPs, and all-star appearances, and being 4th in the all-time scoring list. I mean, the list goes on about the accomplishments that Kobe Bryant brought to the game, and also after the game. Let's not forget that as well. I mean, after the game, he also, won an Oscar, won an Emmy. So there's nothing that Kobe Bryant didn't do that obviously we just, scratch our head and say, why can't I do that? And honestly, Kobe Bryant, his message all the time throughout his career is to basically work hard in life. I mean, that's what basically he wants everyone to know. I mean, he works hard every single day to achieve his goals in the NBA and also his future goals. And honestly, he basically did it all. And I believe he had more to come at that time, before his death. So, when it's all said and done, I mean, guys, if you have accomplishments, if you have goals in mind, continue to pursue them, because, life is short and you want to leave a legacy. And that is what Kobe Bryant wanted to do, and he achieved it. And there's a lot of things that I want to talk about Kobe Bryant that I can basically have a 1, 2, 3 hour discussion on this video. But, I just want to make sure that you guys just see, my thoughts and my opinions about Kobe Bryant. And also I want to talk about the game as well. I mean, I maybe made a, if you guys go check out my live stream, I mean, I went on a 1 hour appreciation for Kobe Bryant and what he brought to the game. And honestly, if you guys want to go check them out, please do so. I mean, it is a 1 hour live stream that I did, but I basically said the gist of it. Okay, Kobe Bryant, like what LeBron James said, even though the big quote that Kobe Bryant said in his last game, his 60-point game, was Mamba Out. But honestly, guys, he will never be forgotten. And that's basically one of the most, best things that we should appreciate about Kobe Bryant, because, his death was tragic, but he will never be forgotten. Okay, he is part of history. He is part of our culture, and honestly, he will be in our hearts, and especially his daughter Gigi and the rest of the victims that were part of that tragic crash on Sunday. So honestly, guys, all we have to say is thank you, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Gigi. And guys, we just have to pray for Vanessa and her family and her daughters as well. So keep them in your prayers. And when it's all said and done, Kobe will never be forgotten. He will be in our hearts forever. So, guys, let's just get right into it with this unfortunate loss from the Los Angeles Lakers. It was before the game started, it was a great tribute. We saw, Usher singing the Amazing Grace, and with the amazing voice that he has, it was very emotional to listen. I mean, we saw a lot of emotions from our Laker lineups, from LeBron, from Quinn Cook, Anthony Davis. He was a bit emotional as well. And leading that, we saw a 6-minute, like I said in the beginning, the 6-minute tribute for Kobe Bryant. And obviously it was, it got me, guys. It got to me real good. And Honestly, it was just great to see the past history of what Kobe Bryant did from, being an 18, 17-year-old from high school, coming to the NBA, trying to prove himself, and, just making a legacy for himself and to his retirement and, after the fact. So it was just great to see that tribute, and, hearing the speech from LeBron James, it was just very great to hear that from the leader of that team. And obviously, LeBron being a veteran himself, winning championships, winning gold medals, knowing Kobe Bryant, and obviously, it just really shows how Kobe Bryant made a huge impact on not just the fans, but also the players that were around him as well. So it was just a really big, emotional speech from LeBron James. And like I said in my video, maybe 3 minutes into this video, that even though Kobe Bryant said "Mamba Out," his greatest quote in his final game, he would just never be forgotten. So that was something that really resonates to many Laker fans across the world. So and even in the United States. So hearing that, it was really great from LeBron. And then once the game started, it was at first it didn't start very well. I mean, obviously they played aggressively. But it kind of felt that since we haven't seen Lakers basketball since last Saturday, it was it was basically a week without Lakers basketball. So it was just I give the Lakers a lot of credit out there. I mean, I knew that they were playing very aggressively out there, from Anthony Davis, who had a triple-double out there tonight with, I believe, 35 points and I believe maybe 12, 13 rebounds. And obviously, he wanted to play very well out there, and obviously it really showed. And then you had LeBron James, who had a solid night. I think he had 22 points out there tonight. So, and even though he didn't play to the best of his ability out there, it was the first game since last Saturday. When he surpassed Kobe Bryant, ironically, in the all-time scoring list, third on the all-time scoring list. So, with a week without Lakers basketball, it was kind of, how should I say this? Like, it was kind of, it's sort of, how, I don't know how to put the words in, but, it was just a long time that the Lakers played together, since then. And obviously they were trying to learn how to get back to the way of things because of the tragedy of Kobe Bryant. So obviously it was not great Lakers basketball, but at the end of the day, they tried out there, and obviously I had to appreciate from that perspective. But a solid performance out there for LeBron James. And then when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, I mean, they just shot too much, and it just basically it didn't go in. So obviously they need to, complete their shots when it comes to making them. So that's that sort of situation that I had a problem with in tonight's game. The shooting, but the rebounding, it was there. I mean, the defense, it showed up as well. So the Lakers didn't disappoint at all when it came to that. But, Damian Lillard, he basically showed up for his team. So obviously, had a huge advantage to basically take this win from the Los Angeles Lakers. So, at the end of the day, I know the Lakers will bounce back from this. So hopefully, they show up in the next game. So, and honestly, when it comes to the bench, I mean, Kyle Kuzma, he showed up out there tonight. He had a triple-double himself out there. I believe he had 15 rebounds, so half of those rebounds came from Kyle Kuzma out there tonight. And I believe he had 16, maybe 17 points out there tonight as well. So, he showed up. He showed up off the bench, but I would have loved to see more out of the bench as well. So, even though it was not the best, it was a solid effort off the bench when it came to Kyle Kuzma. So guys, when it's all said and done, I mean, tonight's loss, it was, I would have loved to see them win. I mean, especially in this particular day of just remembering Kobe Bryant. But, at the end of the day, I know the Lakers will come back from this. And when it's all said and done, I mean, they're still leading the Western Conference at number 1 in the Western Conference. And they have the second best record in the NBA. So I'm not disappointed in that. And still remains to be seen where the Lakers might go when it comes to the trade deadline. Personally, with everything that's been going on for this past week now, it kind of looks like the Lakers might not make a move, but you never know. Things might change from now until February 6th. So, starting, I believe, tomorrow, it's going to be the 1st of February. So, the Lakers might have, 5 days to go when it comes to, that particular deadline. So, things might change. You never know. The Lakers might make roster moves, or they might look at the free agency. Who can they sign? There's still the possibility of Darren Collison, who said, I believe, a month ago that he might return from his retirement in February. So you never know. Things might transpire from that particular day. So you never know if he picks the Lakers or the Clippers. There remains to be seen about that. But there's still other free agents that are still available, like Jeff Green, and there's also Iman Shumpert. And before the tragedy of Kobe Bryant happened, there was a workout that the Lakers brought in, and that was J.R. Smith. But I'm not reading too much into it, and obviously there's it's just rumors and possibilities that the Lakers might consider him. But judging by what happened and the tragic events, it still remains to be seen what the Lakers might do when it comes to J.R. Smith. But I don't really see that potentially happening when it comes to signing him. So don't hold your breath on it. I'm not reading too much into it. So honestly, if I had to think about anybody else, it still remains to be seen about the whole Andre Iguodala circumstance, because trades might happen and you never know. Either an offer might come to the Memphis Grizzlies, or you never know, they might buy him out. Or if the Memphis Grizzlies are this bitter about getting something out of Andre Iguodala, they might, decide to keep him and just pay him the $17 million. But, it still remains to be seen what's the circumstances on that. So at the end of the day, guys, I just want to end this video by just saying, like I said, even though Kobe Bryant is gone, he will never be forgotten. And I think that's the best thing that we should obviously keep in our minds and our hearts when it comes to that particular statement. And obviously, LeBron said it best in that final moments of his speech. I mean, it was just dead on. Kobe Bryant's gone, but at the end of the day, he will never leave our hearts. He will never leave our minds when we think about Lakers history from Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Kareem, Shaq. And then when you think about Kobe Bryant, it's just the guy who was the closest thing to Michael Jordan. And obviously from the 81-point game, 5 championships, MVPs, All-Star appearances, which, by the way, guys, I am really looking forward to the All-Star game when it comes to what they have changed since the tragic event from Kobe Bryant. So it's going to be a Kobe Bryant theme, so, and also Gigi's as well. So obviously it was great from the NBA to basically honor Kobe Bryant, because guys, every time when you think about the All-Star games, because ever since Kobe Bryant retired, the All-Star game was not the same anymore. And obviously, I never really enjoyed it when it came to, since the retire of Kobe Bryant. And I believe most fans would agree with me. I mean, some people watch it. I mean, I'm not saying they don't, but, anytime when I don't see Kobe in the All-Star games, I just never really had the chance of just enjoying watching it. But this year is going to be different, because even though it's a Kobe theme of the All-Star game, LeBron James is the captain and Anthony Davis is in the starting lineup, and Dwight Howard is going to be participating in the dunk contest. So it's going to be something to watch. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the All-Stars were never the same since Kobe Bryant retired. And other players who brought a lot of entertainment to the All-Star games, like Allen Iverson and Tim Duncan, Shaq, you name them all. Those great former players who really, brought their A game in All-Star games. And obviously, when you look at it now, it's just, fooling around, just playing around and stuff like that. So not taking the game seriously when it comes to getting the All-Star MVPs type thing. So at the end of the day, guys, it's just, I'm really looking forward to this one. But at the end of the day, it's just never going to be the same without Kobe in the All-Star game. And especially, since his death, it's just not going to be the same anymore if we had the chance of just seeing him in the All-Star, just sitting in the, front row or, on the court, just seeing him there, it's not going to be the same anymore. So, but this time I'm looking forward to it. And obviously I hope you guys will as well. So, guys, I'm just going to end this video now. Please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. Usually I don't like to say these type of stuff, especially on this particular day. But, like I said, guys, we just have to move on. And obviously, everyone else is going to move on. But at the end of the day, guys, just keep your prayers out there for Vanessa and her family and her 3 daughters, and the other victims as well, who also lost their loved ones in that crash as well. So obviously keep them in your prayers. And also, when you think about Kobe Bryant, I mean, he will never be forgotten. And obviously he left a legacy, and obviously it really resonated to Laker fans, the NBA, and across the world as well. He made a huge impact as well. So and guys, please comment down below, give me your thoughts about Kobe Bryant. And obviously, guys, please give me your thoughts about the best memory that you have about Kobe Bryant. I mean, what was the best thing that you just loved about Kobe Bryant? And also give me your thoughts about tonight's game. I mean, what you liked tonight from the performances of, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Usher, just everything that happened tonight's game beforehand. Please, if you like the tribute, please comment down below what you liked about tonight's game. And make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, ZSPN, and all my social media sites. I'll leave the links in the description of this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy.